The Detroit Lions ended up going 2-2 in the preseason, and I saw some pretty good performances for both Jon Kitna and Josh McCown, as well as many other players on this team. And the depth chart is finally set for week 1 when we host the Seattle Seahawks. Unfortunately, we won't have the services of middle linebacker Teddy Lehman, who's going to be out for the first week of the season due to a mild concussion. In order to fill in for Lehman for a week, I decided to sign former Titans linebacker Rocky Kalmus. He signed a 1-year deal worth $2.3 million. As far as the starting quarterback's concerned, I decided to start Josh McCown for this game. I feel like both him and Kitna played relatively well in the preseason, but McCown's mobility plus his youth makes me think that he could possibly be the future at quarterback, although that is definitely not a sure thing. We're taking on the Seahawks, like I mentioned, in week 1 of the season, and the Seahawks are coming off a Super Bowl loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers, so this is still a very talented football team that we're hosting in our first week of the season. They'll be without Maurice Morris, who's out for 3 weeks due to a partially torn MCL, meaning they won't have their change of pace back behind Shaun Alexander. This will be a tough opening test for this Detroit Lions team as a whole, and overall, I don't really expect to win this game going into this one, but anything can happen. The Seahawks start off with the football here as Matt Hasselbeck drops back, looks to his left side, and he's going to find Nate Burleson, who picks up the first down. The Seahawks would end up getting called for a false start on the next play. Now it's a 1st and 15 for the Seahawks as Hasselbeck drops back, looks over the middle, decides to throw left side, and he's going to find Darrell Jackson for a big first down up to our 32. So now 1st and 10, Hasselbeck will drop back once again. He has time, throws it deep left side, and it's nearly picked off by Daniel Bullets. Our rookie safety really needs to come up with those type of plays, especially early on in this season against a team like this, as Shaun Alexander gets the first. 2nd and 10 now, Hasselbeck quick throw right side. He's going to find Peter Warrick, the Florida State legend. That's going to make it a very manageable 3rd and 3 as Hasselbeck drops back. Hit as he throws. That's going to be a fumble, and the Seahawks are able to pick it up. It's Walter Jones, the left tackle, who grabs it. And the Seahawks are forced to kick a 45-yard field goal. Kick is up, and it's good. Seattle has a 3-0 lead early on in this game, and now we get to see what Josh McCown can do at quarterback as he drops back, throws left side, finds the fullback Corey Schlesinger. It's always good to find a fullback who can come out of the backfield to make plays, as McCown throws a screen to Kevin Jones. It goes off his head and he fumbles it, but he's going to pick it up and he gets up to midfield. That could have been disastrous there, but Jones able to make something out of nothing there as McCown on 2nd and 6 will roll to his right, looks down the field, throws, and that's going to be picked off by Kelly Jennings. Just not a good decision there at all, and now the Seahawks will look to extend their lead as Hasselbeck throws offside, and he's going to be picked off by Boss Bailey. He's looking like his big brother on that play, and I don't know what happened here, just a bit of a nano there. After whatever just happened on 1st down, it's 2nd and 12 as McCown is going to be brought down again. Our O-line just completely sold on McCown there, and that's going to be 3rd and long, and McCown throws right side to Vines, but it's incomplete, and we have to punt. Now we have to make another stop defensively, but Seattle gets called for another false start. 1st and 15 for the Seahawks now, because their O-line just can't control their impulses. Hasselbeck pump fakes, throws over the middle, finds Warwick for a nice chunk of yards. 2nd and 9 now, as he's going to hand it off to Max Strong, the fullback, and he's looking real strong on that one. So now 1st and 10, 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Here's Alexander running right through our defense. And if we can't stop the run early on in this game, we're going to be in a world of trouble. As Hasselbeck throws offside, he's going to find Burleson, and he's just a few inches short. That's going to be 3rd and inches now. Fake to Alexander. Hasselbeck's going to be hit as he throws. That's incomplete. So now we get the football back with 2:20 to go in the quarter. Here's Kevin Jones on the carry. He picks up about 7. 2nd and 3 now. We're going to give it to Bryson this time, and Sean Bryson goes nowhere. 3rd and 2 now, as we're looking to run once again. Jones up the middle, and he's going to pick up the first down. 3 runs in a row is kind of dangerous, but it worked out for us as McCown will drop back this time. Throws it to Mike Williams on the curl route, and he picks up 9. 3rd and 2 now, as they're going to run commit here. McCown rolls to his right, looks down the field, looking for Scotty Vines, and Vines comes up with it. Touchdown Lions as Vines makes a big play to get our first touchdown of the season. It's 7-3 Lions now as Hasselbeck drops back. Hit as he throws. He's going to be picked off by Daniel Bullocks, who catches this one. And Hasselbeck is injured on the play. Looks to have hurt his elbow. Not good for the Seahawks. But now we take over in Seattle territory. McCown throws left side. He's going to find Mike Williams, but he ends up dropping it. Good defense on that play by the safety. Here's the pitch out to Jones. He has to cut it back inside. Doesn't get a whole lot. 3rd and 9 now as Matt Hasselbeck has a broken elbow and he's done for the season. Tough break for the Seahawks there, but now we'll see Seneca Wallace when they get back on the field, which they will right now. Seneca Wallace is definitely a dangerous quarterback. Doesn't have the best arm strength or accuracy, but he is very fast. So we're going to have to worry about him running the ball. As now it's going to be 3rd and 5. Wallace is definitely going to throw here. Quick throw right side. That's going to be caught by Bobby Ingram. I don't know how he didn't pick that one off. But that'll end the first quarter. We're up 7-3. Seattle's looking to get things going offensively with Wallace at quarterback now as they hand it off to Alexander to open up the second. Now it's a very manageable 2nd and 2 after a nice game by Alexander, but on the misdirection, Ernie Sims is not fooled. It's great to see some of our rookies on defense making plays today as Seneca Wallace will take it himself. This is exactly what we have to worry about with him. He's not a world beater as a passer by any means, but he definitely has speed as Corey Redding just slams down Alexander. 2nd and 8 now. Alexander gets a handoff and Bullocks makes a tackle. Our rookies are definitely making plays here. 3rd down now, and Alexander's going to run for the 1st down. Nice run by him. But now we got to find a way to make a stop as Wallace throws left side. That's going to be caught by Burleson. He breaks a couple of tackles, and he's going to be gone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Big miscue there by the defense, and now we're down by 3 once again as Jones just gets stuffed. 2nd and 8 now as McCown will drop back this time, throws over the middle, and he's going to find Roy Williams. Nice little connection over the middle for the 1st down, and now here's McCown again, looking to Williams once again. He makes the grab, and he's just short of the marker. 2nd and inches now, we're just going to give it to Kevin Jones, and he's not going to get the 1st down. Our offensive line just isn't getting the job done today as McCown is going to overthrow Jones on the swing pass. Scared money don't make none, so we're going to go for it on 4th and inches, and McCown's going to push forward for the 1st down. Wasn't exactly a tush push, but it worked out one way or another as McCown drops back on 1st and 10, throws over the middle, and he finds Roy Williams, who will be stonewalled at midfield. 2nd and 2 now. McCown will drop back again, and under pressure, he's going to be brought down for the sack. Just couldn't get the ball away there, and it's going to be 3rd and 13. McCown rolls to his right, looking down the field, looking for somebody. He's going to find Williams, but he drops the ball. So now Seattle gets the football back midway through the 2nd quarter, looking to extend their lead as Alexander picks up a nice chunk of yards. That'll lead to a 2nd and 4. This time they're going to fake it to Strong, and a nice breakup there by Kennedy. Now it's a big 3rd and 4 at this point in the game as Wallace drops back, throws over the middle to Burleson. He's not even close to the marker though. Maybe he was a few yards short of it, but that's not really close to me. As McCown goes right side to Scotty Vines, and Vines is doing it for the Vine. Scotty Vines is going to be a star on this offense, I can already tell, as Jones gets a pretty nice gain of about 7. That'll lead to a 3rd and about 3. McCown will drop back. Throws left side. It's going to be caught by Mike Williams, who is tackled at the 10. We get the 2-minute warning here. This is going to be 2nd and 11. McCown throws right side. It's caught by Roy Williams, who's tackled just short of the goal line. 3rd and inches now. We're just going to give it to Bryson. He's going to punch it in for the touchdown to give us the lead back. So now we just got to make sure that we don't let the Seahawks get the lead before half as Warwick makes the grab. Big clothesline by Sims, though. 2nd and 1 as they go no huddle. Wallace will drop back, looking, throws left side, and that's going to be caught by Jackson for the 1st. 2nd and 10 now after an incompletion. Wallace tries to scramble, has nowhere to go, and he's going to be brought down for the sack. He just got stuck behind his O-line there as he's looking for the screen this time. Ingram goes nowhere, and they'll have to punt. So now we have 51 seconds to get down the field and do something with the football as Williams makes the grab there just short of the marker. 3rd down and short here as McCown drops back, throws right side. That's going to be caught by Williams again. But now we have to do a better job of pushing the football down the field as McCown drops back, looks for Mike Williams this time, and it's going to be broken up. With 17 seconds to go in the half, we definitely have to take some shots down the field if we want points on this drive. And Mike Williams just dropped that one. The last play was just a good defensive play, but Williams definitely should have caught that, as McCown just throws that way too far outside for Calhoun. And we're going to go into the half up 14-10. The good news is we do get the football to start the second half, as we're going to hand it off to Sean Bryson, who cuts it outside, gets a solid gain. 2nd and 4 now. McCown will drop back this time, throws to Schlesinger, and he's going to pick up the first down. Again, it's always great having a fullback who can catch the ball out of the backfield, as we're going to go to him again, and Schlesinger is going to get into Seahawks territory. It kind of saddens me that Schlesinger probably won't be on the roster after this season, as McCown goes down for the sack there. I'm pretty sure he's either going to retire or he's just not going to sign with us, as Calhoun gets a big run inside the Seattle 30. But hopefully whatever fullback we get to replace Schlesinger is at least half the receiver that he is, as that one's incomplete. That's going to lead to a 3rd down and about 10 as McCown drops back, looks left side, throws it, and it's going to be tipped away, incomplete, and we have to settle for 3. Jason Hanson, who I likes to call Jason Handsome, will kick a 48-yarder. That's good as gold, and we're up 17-10. So now Seattle looks to respond here. Here's the pitch out to Alexander. He's going to get a solid gain of about 4. Now it's going to be 2nd and 6. Wallace will drop back, looking over the middle, and that is going to be tipped incomplete. Outside of the few big plays the defense has given up, they've done a pretty good job, but there is James Hall costing us 5 yards. Those aren't the type of things you can have happen on 3rd down, and because of that, Shaun Alexander is going to pick up the first down. Although I guess if they ran on 3rd and 6, he still would have had the first, but this time he's gobbled up in the backfield. A little bit of redemption for James Hall on that play, as now Wallace will drop back, throws over the middle to Hill. He's going to be tackled well short of the marker. So now we just got to keep that clock going here and maybe get some more points in this drive, as McCown throws left side and Mike Williams with a nice grab into Seattle territory. Honestly, McCown has definitely impressed me with how he's thrown in this game, but Kevin Jones gets blown up in the backfield. This offensive line has been really unimpressive so far in this game, and it's actually quite frustrating to watch, as McCown is going to get blown up. He just held the ball way too long. Can't put that one on the offensive line. McCown just held it way too long, but he's going to let this one fly right side into double coverage, and it's incomplete. We're lucky we're not picked off there. So now Seattle has a chance to respond once again. Wallace scrambles, throws underneath to Alexander. He's going absolutely nowhere. Rocky Kalmus has done a pretty good job of filling in for Teddy Lehman. I don't know if he's going to be the long-term starter, but he looks good today, but that didn't look good defensively at all. But defensively, we played pretty well so far in this game, although I guess part of it is Seneca Wallace starting, as Burleson's tackled just short of the marker. Now it's going to be 3rd and short for the Seahawks. We definitely are expecting Shaun Alexander to run it, but instead, Wallace on the play fake gets sacked. Now we get the ball back with under a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Hand off to Jones, and Kevin Jones with a nice gain of about 6. 2nd and 3. It was actually a 7-yard gain. Jones on the counter. Jones with plenty of space, probably the most he's had all game. Jones hasn't really gotten a lot of opportunities because our O-line's been so bad, and McCown goes down again, speaking of which. So now 2nd and 14, McCown will drop back, looking down the field. He has actually all day to throw this time. He's going to let it fly to Roy Williams, and Williams is going to come down with it inside the 30. What a great way to end the 3rd quarter as we lead by 7. So now we have a chance to make this a 2-score game in the 4th quarter, but Kevin Jones is going absolutely nowhere. 3rd and 9 now as McCown will drop back, and nobody's getting open. He has to scramble now, looking down the field, and finally throws it last second. Marcus Pollard is short of the marker, however. So now we're really in another situation where scared money don't make none, and Bryson's going to pick up the first down. If there's one thing you can expect from me, is that I'm always going to go for it on 4th and inches no matter where I am on the field. McCown looks down the field, looking for somebody, and he's just going to try to get some yardage on the ground. He picked up about 2. It worked out for him, as now we're going to throw the screen to Jones. Get some blocking, and Jones gets a solid gain of about 3. 3rd down and about 5. McCown on the play fake, thrown over the middle, and that's nearly picked off. We tried to pull a fast one on him, and it didn't work out, so now Jason Handsome will kick another field goal to make it a 10-point game. Seattle's definitely not out of this game quite yet. It's only a 10-point lead with 5 minutes to go, as Nate Burleson makes the grab on the slant route. So now Seattle's moving the football here as Wallace looks down the field, throws right side. It's Warwick this time. 2nd and 2 now. Wallace will drop back, tries to scramble, and he gets blown away by Kalmus. That leads to a 3rd and 7 as Wallace will drop back once again, throws left side, and just overthrows his intended target. And now they're going to go for it on 4th and 7, no surprise here, as Wallace is going to be brought down for the sack. That is a great stop by the defense, and now we have a chance to just run the clock down, except we can't really run the football at all. So maybe we have to throw the clock down, but we are going to run again here, and this time Jones is going to be tackled just short of the marker. Again, I think this is more of the O-line just not blocking for Jones, although they block for him here and he picks up the 1st down. But I think that Jones is fine at running back. I just think the O-line needs to get a bit better, as there's a nice throw to Vines, his 3rd catch of the game. He's over 100 yards. Again, I do trust Jones a whole lot, but I definitely have to get this guy right here, Brian Calhoun, a few more carries. He actually had a really nice run while I was monologuing about Schlesinger possibly retiring after this season, but I really like what Calhoun brings to this offense, as we just throw this one up for grabs and Dan Campbell with a big catch. Looking like he was trying to bite some kneecaps off of that one, as Jones gets stuffed on 1st and goal. 2nd and goal now from about the 3-yard line. We're going to pitch it out to Jones this time. That works even worse, as we're back at the 10 now. 3rd and goal now, and we're going to have to throw it here as McCown looks right side, finds Roy Williams for the touchdown, and this game is essentially put away. Seattle has 2:29 to get 3 scores. I don't think that's going to be possible, especially with how this offense has played so far in this game. Djax makes a nice grab there, but again, their offense just hasn't really been all that efficient today, but he makes another one. 2-minute warning now. Seattle's really not giving up, but Wallace nearly throws a pick there. That would have been great to just end the game right there, but Seattle's going to keep it going here. Thrown over the middle to Burleson for the 1st down. Seattle really is not going down without a fight. Seneca's going to try to scramble, runs right into a defender. 3rd down now as Seattle looks to just prolong this one even more. Wallace steps up, throws right side. That's going to be picked off by Boss Bailey. Pick number 2 of the game. We're going to walk out of here with a 27-10 victory over the Seahawks, which is kind of an upset, except when you include the context that Matt Hasselbeck got a season-ending injury early on in this game. But a win's a win at the end of the day. Josh McCown went 26 of 36 for 321 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. He was also sacked 6 times, so our O-line is going to have to do a much better job than they did in this game, especially on the ground, as Kevin Jones had 29 yards and 19 carries. The star on offense for us was Scotty Vines, though, who had 3 catches, 110 yards, and a touchdown. He could absolutely be a star for this offense if we invest some time in him. Rocky Kalmus had 7 tackles, 2 TFLs, and a sack while filling in for Teddy Lehman. James Hall, 3 tackles, 1 TFL, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble, and Boss Bailey had 2 picks. For the Seahawks, Seneca Wallace went 15 of 23 and 174, a touchdown and a pick. Shaun Alexander had 79 yards and 16 carries. Nate Burleson, 101 and a touchdown on 7 receptions. Marcus Trufant had 12 tackles, including 3 TFLs. Lofa Tatupu, 10 tackles, 1 TFL, 1 sack. And Julian Peterson with 4 tackles, 1 TFL, and 2 sacks. Next week, we go to Chicago to take on the Bears in our first divisional matchup of the season.